The story you're about to hear is a compilation of documented true facts about historical characters, events, or locations. Please sit back and listen as I narrate this story to you. During World War I, there was a rumored top-secret scientific research facility where scientists abruptly stopped communicating with their superiors within the government, and a party of soldiers was sent to check on their welfare. When the soldiers arrived at the Quinn & S testing lab, the gates were open, the guards were missing, and the scientists were either dead or mysteriously gone. Not only that, but their prized creation, known only as Subject C, was missing. There were audio files left there by a now faceless Dr. Howard Brown, and the local scientists discovered that the monster responsible for all the deaths in the lab, Subject C, had escaped shortly after the doctor was killed. Months passed, and those who knew what Subject C was were extremely concerned. If word got out, questions would be raised in Parliament, and that was just the beginning. This thing was loose, and the general public had no idea of the danger they were in. When reports of a possible sighting among the secret reconnaissance teams sent out to scan the landscape of the United Kingdom for it came in, a specialist squad of trained kill or capture soldiers, along with a team of scientists, would be dispatched to bring Subject C back in. Outside of these teams, no one knew what was going on. After all, how could they inform the population that a dangerous genetic horror was on the loose? Something beyond most people's comprehension, the stuff of nightmares. Then word came that the beast had been tracked to a forest. A dagger, pistol, canteen of water, and 10 meters of rope were loaded into the backpacks of all participants in the expedition. Danielle Granda, one of the field scientists, kept a journal of events as they happened. Only 7 pages of the journal have been discovered, and they depict a terrifying descent into depravity. October 12, 1917 at 15:04. If you find this journal, chances are the expedition to find Subject C was a success, and this journal may be in a museum. But I am getting ahead of myself. My name is Danielle Granda. I am a field scientist among those chosen to take part on the expedition to find Subject C, the beast escaped from a medicine testing lab many years ago. One of the paranormal investigators, Dr. Yuri Sigalov, has tracked its movements down to one singular location, the Tilbraden Wood Pine Forest in Ireland. As I write this, we are taking military planes to the forest. We plan to split into 2 groups, each with 3 field scientists, 2 paranormal investigators, and 5 soldiers. I am in Team Beta with Dr. Sigalov. Our group is to scour the southern end of the forest to find Subject C. October 13, 1917 at 9:41. Yesterday's expedition went considerably well, although it has led us to almost nowhere. In our entire 6-hour search, we did not catch a single glimpse of the beast. However, the day was not a complete loss. One of the trees in the forest had 4 large scratches on it, each secreting some black matter. Could it be sludge or even some form of cytoplasma? We didn't dare touch it, but Dr. Sigalov collected a sample in a bottle for future study. We haven't yet heard from Team Alpha. I assume they hadn't found anything either. October 15, 1917 at 18:27. We have once again found these scratch marks on even more trees yesterday, which would have overjoyed us. The reason it didn't is because one of our soldiers went missing in the wee hours of the morning. We devoted yesterday's search to finding Subject C and today's to finding the soldier, Gunnery Sergeant Jonathan Hitchcock. We were not pleased with what we have found. At about 17:30, we found a man-made clearing in the forest. The trees looked as if they had been freshly cut down, and they had the same substance as on the scratched trees. Most unsettling, we had found the gunnery sergeant's corpse cut into 5 even pieces with clothing and skin removed. This is eerily similar to what we had found had happened to the soldiers in the lab. Upon closer examination of the body, we found the pistol completely unloaded and the barrel warm. His dagger was also out. It appears he put up a fight. Oddest of all, his canteen was filled with a black substance similar to blood. The same thing we found on the trees. No doubt, This is the work of Subject C. October 16, 1917 at 11:54. We lost two of them this time. One soldier whose name eludes me at the moment, and a paranormal investigator, Dr. Nathan Radley. His father was one of the soldiers who had supervised the Quinin S testing project many years ago. We didn't inform him that it wasn't the beast that killed his father, only a bullet. This time, we found another clearing made by Subject C, this time with two corpses. The soldier's was almost untouched. His throat and wrists were slit by Nathan's dagger. It appears that soon after, the beast attacked Nathan, as only his bloody dagger was taken out. His backpack was stolen and his clothing and skin was removed, unlike the soldier's corpse. Once again, the canteen was filled with beast blood, as I have come to naming the black cytoplasmic substance. October 17, 1917. There are only 4 of us left. The remaining soldiers were taken this time. We found another clearing made by the beast and 2 corpses in the same state as the soldier of yesterday. The third was in the usual condition, sliced into 5 pieces, clothing and skin removed, and canteen filled with beast blood. My guess was that one of the soldiers was made to kill another, and the 2 remaining were made to fight to the death. It's a wild guess, but Dr. Sigalov thinks I'm spot on. October 18, 1917. I was right. I was taken by Subject C today along with the rest of Team Beta. Upon waking, I was told by a stony voice, "Kill the doctor. Yuri must die first. He has something of mine." I complied, not wanting any trouble from the thing. Dr. Brown was absolutely right in his proportions. He was 3 meters tall and had 4 large claws. The dark aura note wasn't exaggerated either. I stabbed Dr. Sigalov in the temple. I assumed this would mean a quick death. I was correct. I don't think he even woke up. I was ordered to shoot the other 2 next, both of them in the stomach first and then the foot. This woke them both up, but strangely, only after I had fired the final bullet. Subject C then told them to fight to the death, and it forced me to watch. I listened, fearing death as my alternative. The battle was fairly quick. They just pulled out their guns and shot each other. It appears the beast was amused as he let me go. October 19, 1917. I will never see them again. My family, my friends. I am stuck here. I traced our steps back to the landing zone. What did I find? Nothing. The planes were gone. Now I'm hearing noises. A familiar stony voice saying, "These are my final moment." He was right. I don't prefer the name, but I am Subject C, at least according to this fool's notes. That line above, his pencil trailing across the paper. It is so difficult to write while being cut into pieces. If you read this, you have been marked. Prepare. Of course, the whereabouts of Subject C has never been revealed. Hey everyone! I just wanted to express how grateful I am that you took time out of your day to listen to my narration. This is Nikki of Twysted Mind, and I'd like to wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Salamat!